Learn Hindi expressions, upon closer inspection to.
स्पष्ट रूप से.
Welcome to the phrase detective. Hey, you're about to learn some wonderfully dramatic Hindi expressions. And yes, you will sound smarter than a detective with tea and a magnifying glass. Welcome, Language Explorer. Today you will learn how to say upon closer inspection, at first glance, without further ado, with emphasis, subject to reservation, in doubt, without prejudice, and in no uncertain terms in Hindi. Your key phrases are
करीब से देखने पर, पहली नजर में, बिना किसी देरी के, जोर देकर, आरक्षण के अधीन, संदेह में, पूर्वाग्रह के बिना,
and
स्पष्ट रूप से.
Take a breath. If a phrase feels big, that is fine. We are here to make big phrases behave. First glance, then closer inspection. Let us begin with a classic human problem, judging too fast. Your eyes look once, your brain writes a novel. At first glance is
पहली नजर में.
Example. At first glance, the box looked boring. In Hindi, you can imagine.
पहली नजर में.
The box looked boring. Upon closer inspection is
करीब से देखने पर.
Example. Upon closer inspection, the boring box was full of sweets. That is a good life lesson, honestly. Mini contrast.
पहली नजर में.
The painting seemed simple.
करीब से देखने पर.
It had tiny hidden cats wearing crowns. Funny memory trick. A cat looks at a wall and
पहली नजर में.
sees nothing. But
करीब से देखने पर.
it discovers a secret snack drawer. This is either language learning or a spy movie for cats. Without further ado, start already. Some people love long introductions. Other people say, please just open the snacks. Without further ado is
बिना किसी देरी के.
say it like a host.
बिना किसी देरी के.
Let us begin. Imagine a turtle host on a stage. Everyone expects a slow speech. But the turtle says,
बिना किसी देरी के.
and suddenly sprints. That is how memorable this phrase should feel. Quick drill. I say English, you say Hindi. Without further ado.
बिना किसी देरी के.
Say it with drama. Now let us add force, confidence, and a little theatrical energy. Not too much. We are learning Hindi, not auditioning for a thunderstorm. With emphasis is
जोर देकर.
Example. The teacher explained the rule.
जोर देकर.
In plain English, the teacher was not casually tossing the rule into the air like confetti. In no uncertain terms is
स्पष्ट रूप से.
This means clearly, directly, leaving no fog in the sentence. Pair them together, she said.
स्पष्ट रूप से.
And repeated it.
जोर देकर.
Translation. Nobody in the room could pretend not to understand. Memory image. A parrot in glasses slams a tiny desk and announces.
स्पष्ट रूप से.
Then repeats the line.
जोर देकर.
The parrot is dramatic, but effective. The booking counter of destiny. This next phrase sounds formal, because it is. It belongs in booking offices, official notices, and moments where paperwork suddenly becomes the main character. Subject to reservation is
आरक्षण के अधीन.
Imagine you march confidently toward a train seat like a victorious hero. Then a sign whispers, no, my friend, this seat is.
आरक्षण के अधीन.
Example. The room is available, but.
आरक्षण के अधीन.
It means not fully final, not fully free, and definitely not yours just because you smiled at it. When your brain says maybe. Let us visit uncertainty. A place where your mind opens two doors and then stands in the hallway dramatically. In doubt is.
संदेह में.
Useful example. When in doubt, ask again. In Hindi, the key phrase is
संदेह में.
mini scene. You have two identical keys, one door, and zero confidence. You are.
संदेह में.
Funny image. A robot is offered tea or coffee. Smoke comes out of its ears. On its screen appears.
संदेह में.
Very human behavior, honestly. Fairness without fog. Now we learn a phrase for fairness and neutral judgment. This one is useful in legal, formal, and thoughtful conversations. Without prejudice is.
पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
Example, we should listen.
पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
In other words, no bias, no unfair assumptions, no deciding after one eyebrow movement. Contrast time.
पहली नजर में.
You may form an impression. But to judge fairly, you should listen.
पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
Memory trick. Imagine a judge removing dark, dusty glasses and seeing clearly at last. The judge says,
पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
That phrase wipes the window clean. A tiny dialogue with big phrases. You are ready for a quick story. Listen for the phrases and enjoy the chaos. Host.
बिना किसी देरी के.
Welcome to the mystery of the missing samosa. Guest.
पहली नजर में.
The plate looked empty. Detective. But.
करीब से देखने पर.
We found crumbs under the napkin. Teacher. I said.
स्पष्ट रूप से.
And.
जोर देकर.
That the samosas were for everyone. Traveler. My seat for the snack train was.
आरक्षण के अधीन.
So I could not escape the argument. Student. I was.
संदेह में.
About who took it. Judge Cat. We must decide.
पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
Also, check the dog. Quick recall challenge. Now your turn. I give the English, you say the Hindi. If you forget one, no panic. Just grin bravely and continue. At first glance.
पहली नजर में.
Upon closer inspection.
करीब से देखने पर.
Without further ado.
बिना किसी देरी के.
With emphasis.
जोर देकर.
Subject to reservation.
आरक्षण के अधीन.
In doubt.
संदेह में.
Without prejudice.
पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
In no uncertain terms.
स्पष्ट रूप से.
Wrap up and keep going. Nice work. You just learned a set of smart, expressive Hindi phrases without falling asleep on a booking form. Today you practiced.
करीब से देखने पर. पहली नजर में. बिना किसी देरी के. जोर देकर. आरक्षण के अधीन. संदेह में. पूर्वाग्रह के बिना.
And.
स्पष्ट रूप से.
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing out loud, repeat the phrases in your own examples, and come back tomorrow ready to sound even more natural in Hindi. You are doing great.